Welcome to another day with Zimaleta. Thank you so much for always watching my videos. I really appreciate it. In today's video, I would like to actually make something that I think I've been doing a lot recently. But in this particular video, I actually would like to hold up your spirits and you know, to get you to keep your hopes up and stuff whenever you're actually going through hard times in expediting, you know. And in particular, I actually wanted to tell you a story, and also kind of like this is going to be a subject if you're working right now for somebody else and you're like trying to get the ball rolling, you're trying to get your own Sprinter van or some kind of van, and maybe you don't want to get into credit, maybe you don't want that debt, you know, maybe you're not sure, should you get a new van, should you get a used van, maybe you don't have the money for, you know, a nice van right now, maybe you have just a little bit. Or maybe you've been saving for a van and you're thinking, man, which one should I get? Should I, you know, try to get one from a dealer? But maybe your credit's not so good, you know. I kind of want to go ahead and touch base on this. I just want to be real with you guys. And back in 2012, guys, I didn't have my own van, okay? So that's why I wanted to go ahead and, you know, kind of like track back and to tell you kind of like what I don't have, what I have to kind of go through, and like in my life, or what kind of struggles and stuff, just from my point of view, and then to the point where I am now. And where's that point is right now exactly? Well, I'm not rich yet, you know, but at least I'm financially stable. I still have to depend on my expedite job for most of my income. Well, actually, yeah, I guess most of it would be right. I don't want to say all of it, because it is most of it, because I am doing other things. I am trying to kind of grow, you know, but it wasn't always like that. So right now, at this current point, I'm a homeowner. I do not pay rent, I do not pay mortgage, and a lot of times it was kind of funny when sometimes, you know, for one reason or another, I would be in a bank and doing something, so they're like, so how much is your mortgage? So for how many years is your mortgage? I'm like, none. There's no mortgage, you know. So that being said, you know, some of you guys that have been watching my videos, you've seen my home is nothing to get excited about, you know. It's nothing to like jump up and down and say, woo, wow, nice home. But the main thing is, you know, at least it was for me, is to get out of debt, get my own van, make sure it's paid for, get my own home. It does not have to be pretty, maybe it needs a lot of work, and actually that's exactly, guys, the way I went about it. I got a home that needed a lot of work, I got a Sprinter that needed a lot of work, and by doing it like this, guys, I was able to actually save quite a bit of money. You know, like, I'm not saying like save up and have like a bunch of it kind of like right there. Of course I needed that for the house and doing all the repairs and stuff, but we're not talking about anything crazy here. I'm talking about something kind of like that I was able to actually do just with my expediting job. And so now I'm actually going to talk to you kind of like where I was, which position I was back in 2011. I'm going to trace back, and I'm going to just basically tell you step by step kind of like what happened to me. Maybe you're in that situation right now, maybe you're thinking maybe expedite is not for me, you know, should I quit expediting, should I maybe kind of like continue? So this is kind of going to kind of like touch all of these type of subjects. So I'm gonna really quickly, I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be, so plan on a video that's going to be pretty long, but I will try to talk as quickly as I can. You know, to me it's really interesting and exciting to actually make these type of videos. I really like making videos, I really like posting them, I really like sharing kind of like what I know. I like helping people, and even before YouTube channel I liked helping people. So like my friends or somebody, a friend of a friend, would call because they knew I understand about sprinters or some other stuff, and they're like, hey, so what do you think about this, or what do you think about that, can you give me some advice on this or that, you know, because I'm kind of like well-rounded, because I'm using this time as I'm driving to learn everything I could possibly learn that interests me. Maybe not everything's going to interest you, but to me, here's the main things that interest me is making money, is having sustainable type of living, is having the freedom, is just be able to be like debt free, just to live the American dream, guys. That's actually kind of like my goal, is to just be able to live, be able to just be free, just to do whatever you want. You know, it does not have to be pretty, but you know, if you want to take a vacation for a week, hey, take a vacation for a week. I'm not talking about nothing extravagant. I'm just talking about, hey, opportunity just to go fishing for a week, you know, not to be like in a situation kind of like, you know, oh, I can't take a week off because if I don't work 1 week, that 1 week will impact my whole month. I will not be able to make my rent due. I will not make my rent payment. I'm not gonna have enough for insurance. I'm not gonna have enough for food. You know, I'm talking about getting to that position in life to where at least you don't have to worry about that. Kind of, this is actually where I am right now. I don't have to worry about it. I actually don't have to really just work hard at it again and just keep going. But guys, I will continue doing the same thing until I will develop a steady income to where it's going to replace expediting completely. But I'll tell you one thing, guys, for sure, this is the best source of income that I have found as of yet. It's expediting is really good income. I don't care how you look at it, it's still really good. It's more like dependable than anything else. So if you're like one of those people that you want to get in that position in your life to where you're not going to be rich, but you're going to be like, okay, I feel pretty comfortable now, I could take some time off, then hey, this video is going to be for you, because I'm going to actually share everything that I have went through. One thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to teach you, you know, how to become rich quickly. I'm just going to tell you what I did to get, you know, to this point in life, kind of like where I am right now. And this is basically going from 2011 to 2017. It is this big change that happened to me. So 2011, guys, in February of 2011, I was actually a fleet owner, okay, in 2011. So I had actually one driver that was just getting ready to quit. I didn't know this, but he was getting ready to quit because he was getting ready to get his own van, which was fine. You know, I don't hold anybody, you know, to try to, you know, like work for me or nothing. So he was actually driving my 2007 Sprinter. I was driving a 2002 Sprinter. Then I also had a 2003 Chevy Express type of van that I just bought, and I put another type of I put a driver on that, you know, that van. And so anyways, my 2000, like before anything happened, so I happened to go to sleep one day, guys. Just go to sleep in the day, like in my Sprinter, not inside of the house. I was actually visiting my uncle, because I lived at Florida at the time. So I was visiting my uncle in Indian Trail, North Carolina. So, you know, I parked a side street, parked on their van, and I wasn't feeling like good, kind of like I was thinking, am I coming down with something? But really, it was allergies. It was nothing, because my wife was pregnant at the time with my son Kevin. You know, she was not pregnant, but I don't know, like maybe like a month or something, and we just like basically found out. So you know, so I was kind of like excited about that, and I was going to continue working and, you know, try to make some money. And I was always, even at that time, I was like thinking, man, I want to buy a house. I just want to be able to save up and just get something, you know. So that's why I'm like, I was always like trying like different type of you know, strategies and stuff, like to make money, keep trying to educate myself. One of the things I guess the missing key was I should have started listening to audiobooks, and for some reason I didn't think about that. I don't know why, but it beats me. So if you're listening to me now, guys, you're driving, listen to audiobooks. I don't care if you get the free ones or if you get the paid ones. I recommend the paid ones. That's just me. To me, I think when you pay for something, it creates value, and you're gonna end up reading instead of getting something for free. You're like, well, I could read this at any time. So I actually buy books on audible.com, and the cool thing about that, guys, is that once you buy all the books, you could cancel the membership. It costs like $15 a month, and you can still keep all your books, and they're just gonna be in your library, so you could continue like re-downloading them, and you know, and like that, you know. But anyways, this is not like an Audible commercial or nothing, and they don't pay me to say that. Anyways, guys, getting back to that type of portion. So I was gonna pick up a load in the morning, like. There's nothing set in stone, but they said, like, a company told me, hey, in the morning we're possibly gonna have a load for you. So I kind of figured, look, I don't want to sleep inside of the house because I'm not feeling well. Kind of like, I don't want to get my wife sick, because, you know, if your wife is pregnant, then it means, you know, if she gets sick, it's not going to be good for the baby, you know. So I'm not going to get into the health aspects of that. So I wasn't going to take my chances, because I want a healthy baby, you know. So I went to sleep inside of my vehicle, guys, and then this horrible thing happened. A drunk driver that was actually on alcohol, on drugs, leaving a party late at night, like kind of like, it was like midnight, and I was already sleeping by that time. I actually went to sleep like earlier. I think I went like at 7 p.m. I went to sleep, And I was basically sleeping in my sleeper, and I actually had a pretty nice sleeper built at the time. I only claimed like 9.5 feet of space, and I built a really nice sleeper with Tempur-Pedic type of mattress and you know, nice shelves and everything. I don't have anything this nice anymore because I figured, hey, I just don't need these luxuries anymore.